Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is CombatEX coming at you with another game. And right before I get into this game, I just want to quickly put out some things out there. Just so I know you guys have lots of questions. I didn't really be clear on what I was going to be posting in my last video. I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be posting games from all three races. But that being said, my Zerg and Turn are not that good. They're at best like low masters. I still know how you play them. I know all the theory behind them because like I play against them as Protoss. So my theory will be correct, but my gameplay won't be as good. But I'm sure most of you guys that are watching are probably not masters, so you can all benefit from watching my Zerg and Turn videos. And on top of that, I decided I'm not going to be doing replay analysis because there's so many people on YouTube that already do that, and there's no real reason for that. If you guys are all curious on all the games where I beat, like, you know, fucking In Cholesterol, fucking Steven and Idra, all those, I'll be posting a replay back so you guys can see all those, but I'm not going to be commentating those. All mines are going to be strictly first-person VODs with commentary and careful analysis of the game. And if you thought my Starcraft 1 videos were good, I'm going to be analyzing Starcraft 2 videos so much more. So let's carry on to this game. As you can see, I put my gateway, well, wherever I put it, as you can see. The reason I put it there is because when I'm transferring my probes, they can get to my expansion the fastest way possible, as opposed to putting my gateway at the bottom and walling and leaving the choke or the open at the top. Took my gas at 14 and I scouted my pylon probe. The reason for that is because this is a small map. If he's going to go an early 10 pull or something, I will always be able to see it with the gateway scout. And he killed my probe. That is huge. You guys don't know how big that is for him killing my probe. That means I cannot scout him. He lost around 30 minerals from killing my probe right over there, but it's definitely worth it. If you can kill the person's probe, by all means do it. And, I don't know, he's talking some shit right now, and I'm talking shit too, because, you know, talking shit is just very important. You gotta, like, rattle your opponent. You gotta, like, you know, get into his head, and, like, if you make someone rage, they just don't play as well. It's just so, like, it's so beautiful. Like, making people rage is, like, the best thing in the world. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But anyways, taking my second gas, getting my, Zealot out, and notice that I took my second gas before I got my Zealot. Why did I do that? Because I saw his pool timing. He went for a 14 pool. How did I know that? Because I have game sense, I have experience. You guys need to get the experience and know what pool timing that is. I can guarantee you that was a 14 pool because, just because I know the pool timings when my scout should hit is based on this map. Gonna be doing a normal 3-gate expand. Why 3-gate expand on this map? Because this map's open. It's really hard to do a 1-gate expand, and you guys are probably just thinking, oh yeah, 3-gate expand's a natural build, that's why everyone does it. No, it depends on the map. And another thing is, you can always, how did I not kill that drone? Like, you can, you know when a drone's trying to come through your Zealot, I know all you Protoss players have done this, a drone's trying to come through your Zealot, you only get 1 hit off. You can actually get 2 hits off if you micro well, and I didn't really show you it there because it was really hard. But I'll show you whenever next time it happens. But anyways, I'm going for a 3-gate expand, and the reason for that is, again, the natural is really open. It's easy for Zerglings to do lots of run-bys, so 1-gate cannot defend. If it was on like Shakura's Plateau, then definitely a 1-gate expand would be a much better build. But just don't think a 3-gate expand is the common build, because it all depends on the map and it depends on like where your positions are and all that. Like, just don't think there are generic standard builds that work on most maps, but they're not the quote-unquote standard build. Anyways, so yeah, this is kind of smart of him. He sent 2 Zerglings in to take the damage and the drone got in. Now notice this. I saw the drone got in and I'm like, how can I use this to my advantage? How can I abuse the fact that he's scouting me? How do you abuse it? You do something that you're not actually, you fake something. I'm faking my Twilight Council. I'm not actually, I'm going to be cancelling that right when this drone gets out of my base. I purposely made my my sentries position themselves so his drone would have to run into the Twilight Council. And he did. And now the drone's there, I'm going to cancel this. Now what is he thinking? He's thinking either I'm going Blink Stalkers or I'm going DTs. Now knowing that he's thinking I'm going Blink Stalkers or DTs, I can abuse that by expanding and making as little units as possible, because he's going to be getting tons of units to defend against my early DTs or my early Blink Stalkers. And so again, this is all like a really important part of StarCraft. Like, I haven't done any like damage to him. I haven't attacked him at all, but I'm making him build units that he doesn't want to build. That is so important. I cannot stress how important these mind games are, because if you can make your opponent, if you can fool your opponent into thinking you're doing something that you're not actually doing, you can make them make buildings that are not required, which makes them essentially be behind in what they want to do. Again, throwing your opponent off their game is so important in StarCraft. I cannot stress that enough. This Overlord's there, and I'm keeping an eye on that Overlord. And notice I don't have any map vision right now. I can't really get map vision because he has zerglings around the map. I can't really push out because if he's going mass lings, then he's going to kill me. And notice how many probes I transferred. I transferred as many probes, and I always check my main. Look, I'm checking my main right now. I have exactly 17 probes. That's almost perfect. 16 would be optimal, but whatever. I'm transferring enough, so I only have 16 workers, or 18 I guess in this case, mining at my main, and then my main nexus is rallied to my natural. That is the optimal way of mining. I'm not going to explain it because all you have to do is think about it for like 5 seconds and realize that's actually the best way to intake minerals, as opposed to transferring them so there's even amounts of miners at your main and natural. But anyways, he's sending an overlord in my main, and I know I'm talking really fast this video, but I know you guys can rewind and just listen to what I'm saying, and I know everything I'm saying is making sense because I tried to have a plan of what I'm going to say before I record the video. My Void Ray is coming out, and as you guys know, most Cortaz players go for a Void Ray and then Phoenix Harassment along with the Void Ray, and I know that, and I know that he knows that, and so I'm only going to make one Void Ray because I know that he's going to be getting tons of Spore Callers, tons of Queens to try to defend this Void Ray, along with the supplemented Phoenix that should be coming, but they're not going to be coming because I know that he thinks they're going to be coming, and so I can get an advantage by only making one Void Ray and getting map control with this one Void Ray. And that's all I really need it for. I want to deny the map vision. Notice I took out one of the xelnaga tower, and I'm going to take out the other one as soon as I scout his third base. I just want to see what build he's doing. And I see the third base, so this makes me know he's not going any sort of like super aggressive action. He's gotten a Spore Caller again because he's worried about me going. He's worried about me going for some stupid mass Phoenix Void Ray, and I'm only getting one Void Ray, and so this Void Ray is worth more than it costs. And notice how I'm microing my Void Ray. It's so important to micro small units like this. I've already killed what, like 4 drones or 5 drones. It's so important. And now another thing I want you guys to know: I've gotten my robotics facility right after. Why did I do that? Because I know the only way for him to push out is for him to get mass Hydras or Corruptors, or something that requires to attack air. And when he gets those Hydras out or Corruptors out, usually they go Hydras. No one usually goes Corruptors to counter a fucking Void Ray. But when he gets those Hydras out, I will have my Colossus out. And so when I get my Colossus out, he's going to be wanting to attack me with those Hydras, but they're not going to be able to attack me because I'm going to have Colossus out. So again, more mind games. You want to keep playing mind games with your opponent. And notice how I'm going to have my Void Ray patrolling these 2 watchtowers because I'm going to deny them map vision from him. And now I'm going to be taking my third base, and because I know that he's taking his third base, and I'm going to safely be able to take my third base. And I know that he's going to be trying to get Hydras to counter my Void Rays, because that's the only way that you're really going to attack your opponent when you have when they have Void Rays. And okay, here we go, mass banelings. This is pretty much do or die. Now I know all I have to do is defend right now, and if I defend, then I can win. So all my attention is going to go over here. Force fields, clutch force fields. This all comes down to force fields, because if you don't force field, those banelings will tear up your army. Notice I'm sending my obs right up here, so I know exactly what he's doing. And now again, force fields are so important. Look, I'm not letting any units through. It's so important that you get the perfect force fields off, because if you don't, then it's so easy for your opponent to just dismantle you with banelings. The reason people don't go banelings anymore is because force fields demolish banelings. And notice how I did demolish the banelings. Now I'm just rattling, I'm messing with his head. I'm like, GG bro, because it is GG. What the fuck? You just went mass banelings and it did no damage. And now, again, all you have to do is defend. Like, all you have to do is defend. And now I'm defending, and again, force fields are the most important things when you are defending against banelings. That's the reason people don't go banelings, is because you can just mass force field. And now, fuck, I'm out of force fields. Okay, now this is bad. Now I know I'm out of force fields. I'm trying to split up all my units because, well, again, like, if you're out of force fields, it's kind of fucked against banelings. And notice how I lost a lot there, and I should have lost a lot because I had no force fields. If I had force fields, that would have looked totally different. But when you don't have force fields and your opponent has banelings on you, your main priority is to spread out all your units so the banelings do as little damage as possible. We're both on 3 base right now, and so I consider myself ahead in this point. Getting 2 cannons back there. Why am I getting 2 cannons back there? Because infestors can always go back there, and infestors back there can do what do you call it? What's that spell called? That's like plague. Fungal growth. So complete mind blank for there. They can do fungal growth, and if they do fungal growth on your probes, you're fucked. So you always want to have cannons back there, and again, it also defends against mirrorless and any sort of roach harassment or anything back there that can harass your third. So those 2 cannons are gonna, even if they're not gonna do any damage, they're so important. Now I'm getting my Colossus. Again, Colossus Stalker is generally the best PvZ unit composition, because there's no real like PvZ composition that hard counters Colossus Stalker. Now I'm getting my gas, I'm playing standard, just doing nothing really special. We're both on 3 bases, you have to keep that in mind, so I'm ahead. Notice how my Void Ray is patrolling both these watchtowers, and I have an obs patrolling these 2 bases he can potentially take, so I know exactly what he's doing. I know he's on 3 base, and I know he's massing off 3 base, And so I know I can stay on 3 base and mass off 3 base because, again, all I have to do is max the Zerg number of bases. And I know he's on 3 base, and I know, well, I know that he's going to be massing units because there's nothing else he can do. And notice how I have Colossus out. Again, notice how I have a unit out right in front of my army because I don't want to be attacked unexpectedly. Notice another key thing here. Look at my pylon placement and where I'm placing those pylons. Placing those pylons there makes your probe impossible to be attacked by melee units, aka your probe cannot be attacked by Zerglings if you make 2 pylons right there. It is so useful because they try to attack your probe and they can't attack it because these 2 pylons stop it. And now notice he has mass banelings, so I'm gonna. And Colossus against banelings is so important. If you can get a Colossus to explode on banelings, you Colossus has paid for itself much more than it's worth. Like banelings do no damage against a Colossus. They take like 20 banelings to kill a Colossus. It's so useful. And these pylons here are also useful because I can warp shit in here, and I have ultimate vision on the map. And now he's wasted all his banelings, so now I know this is a perfect time for me to counterattack, and which I am going to do. And notice he didn't kill that much because banelings itself, Banelings Zergling is not good because it doesn't really kill Protoss. All you need to stop is Colossus to counter banelings. And now he cancels that expansion. I'm not going to really try to kill him here. All I'm going to be trying to do is take an expansion. Again, attacking while you're expanding is so useful in Starcraft. BMing the fuck out of him because he's rattled. He's like, fuck, I just lost my army. What the fuck do I do? Typing easy, he's going to be like, holy shit, this guy actually thinks I'm easy. What the fuck's going on? And then he just gets rattled. It's so important. Now, again, just making my obs and void ray just kill all the creep tumors. Killing creep tumors also is super important. People don't realize how important it is. Think of if you're engaging on creep as a portal player, just think when you're engaging on creep versus off creep, just feel like a lot worse when you're engaging off creep. And again, I lost 2 Colossus for what, like 30, 40 banelings? It's so worth it. Like, it's unreal. Now I just have mass doggers, and he has no army. I'm on 4 base versus his 3 base. Again, I'm not trying to kill him. Don't ever try to kill your opponent. It's not necessary. Why does everyone think it's always necessary to kill your opponent? All you need to do is starve your opponent out, always out macro them, because if I try to kill him, hypothetically, somehow he beats my push, then he has a chance to counterattack and kill me. And why are you putting yourself in that position? You don't need to put yourself in a position where your opponent can counterattack and kill you. All they have to do is defend, mass. Notice I saw that drone go up there, so I'm going to be going for that expansion very soon. My void ray, I'm just going to send it up there because I know a void ray can take under hatchery. If any queens try to come, I'll kill the queens with my ground units. But again, not sending. You don't want to send your whole army in a certain place because then it makes a Zerg. It's really easy for a Zerg to counterattack you. And now I heard the sound mineral field has been depleted, and so knowing whenever I hear that sound, I try to transfer probes from that base to a new base. And now again, Colossus, Stalkers a lot. He's getting banelings, and again. Ob speed. Another really important thing is ob speed. The hotkey for that is B. Why did I mention the hotkey for that is B? Because most people don't know that. And I can't stress how important it is to get hotkeys and get hotkeys memorized, because getting hotkeys memorized for everything a Protoss can build is so important. It saves you so much APM, and it actually makes a huge difference that people don't really notice. I'm max right now. Why am I not attacking him? Because I don't need to attack. I can just expand again. You don't need to attack your opponent ever. All you need to do is constantly expand and just macro better and constantly macro and expand better. You don't need to do anything else. I got blink, I'm blinking into him. Look, these 2 pylons, what are they here for? They're doing their job right now. And those cannons over there did their job too, because again, you don't want stupid counterattacks to happen. You only want 1 path to your base, and I only have 1 path. And that's another thing I forgot to mention early on. I only had 1 path that actually let people let Zerg enter my base, and that was my natural chokes. And again, those Zerglings all died because I just had 2 pylons placed in perfect positioning. Again, building placement is so important. If you look at my base, none of my buildings outside my main are placed at a non-strategic position. They're all placed in strategic positions. If you look at my gold, I have gateways blocking entrance to my gold, so Zerglings can harass that. If you look at my third, I have gateways blocking my third entrance. If you look at my I have our closest tasteless secret hallway, or whatever you want to call it. I have I have that block, so you can't really enter through there. And now again, Blink Stalkers are so useful. They give you so much mobility, and they let you just essentially think flash whenever you want. And if you just wasted tons of banelings on really useful stuff, I don't like his unit composition. Banelings are not really good against Protoss, and this is exactly why. Stalkers owns it. I'm attacking him, but I'm also expanding. Again, you always want to be attacking and expanding. Why am I doing this? So I can take off that hatchery, and nothing besides Ultras can come through. And I think he has a big army of Ultras. Let's see what I Ultras are really strong, actually. Why did I try to force seal on top of those force seals? Because if there were Zerglings behind those Ultralists, then Zerglings wouldn't have been able to come through and only the Ultralists. But clearly Ultralists are super imbalanced, and they just killed my whole army. But it's okay, because I can remax, and now, again, my army is dead, and this is exactly the reason I said don't just attack, because if you just attack, now he has a chance to counterattack me. And notice my gateway positioning. He can't just attack my probes without killing those buildings. So it's super important. And notice how he has to kill these columns before he can attack my probe. Again, very, very important. Microing my Colossus is also such flash damage, believe it or not. I know it's really imbalanced, but whatever, you gotta deal with it. And now microing my Stalkers so they don't die, which they are dying because I'm not microing them. But look at my minerals. Like, this is actually bad because I thought like that army would kill him, but it didn't. And he's also really managing me. But it's okay because I do have lots of minerals, which means I can keep reinforcing the army. And it seems like I'm on the ropes right now, but I'm in a huge lead. All I have to do is hold off these small Orthodox counts, and if I can hold these off, then I'm going to be in a huge lead. And notice how I'm microing every little unit that I can because it's so important. Just microing, like saving an extra 2-3 units is so important. That's essentially you don't need to make those 3 units. You're essentially 400 minerals richer, which means you can build another Nexus. People don't realize how important it is to save the smallest units. And notice how I'm microing essentially everything I can. Again, I'm not perfect. I'm not microing to the best of my ability. I should be able to micro better. Everyone has stuff they can improve on. That's something I can improve on. Again, I just have to make tons of gateways because now I actually realize he's trying to go for an all-in type of attack where he's just going to be getting mass units like those. And all I have to do is make mass stalkers, and I think that's essentially game now because he doesn't have anything else. And I'm trying to blink to kill every last unit I can. And again, look at my minerals, but you also have to notice that he's on 3 base and I'm on 5 base, and so this is essentially game over once I kill this stupid attack. I'm trying to blink to save these that boards, but I didn't really get saved, but it's okay. I'm just telling you, what's he going off about Peaches for? This guy's been mentioning Peaches this whole game. What's wrong with them? Save these 2 Stalkers too, kill the extra 2 drones. Again, doing as much damage as you can. I can't stress how important that is. Trying to take both watchtowers because again, you want vision on the entire map. You never want to not have vision. And notice I know exactly how many bases he has. He's on 3 base still. I know that because I have that Void Ray at his 4th base. He can take the gold, but I will be scouting that very, very shortly. I just want to get a little bit bigger of an army. And again, people think Mass Stalkers is not a good army, but Mass Stalkers is actually probably one of the best PvZ armies you can have. It's only weak against Infestors, which, again, you can blink into the Infestors and kill them. I'll talk more about that when I actually play a game where I'm doing PvZ. When they're going Infestors. Templar are usually the counter to Infestors, but Stalker Colossus can still beat Infestors. You don't really realize that. I know that Queen's going there to kill my Void Ray, and so all I'm going to do is get my Stalkers there to kill the Queen. But as you can see, I'm on 5 bases on 3. Again, macro is so much more important than just taking bases is so important for PvZ. And now, as you can see, he's going to have like a fuck ton of ultras here, blinking everything I can on the high ground. Again, Infestors do counter Mass Stalkers, and now again, this is so important. Look, I'm using all the terrain I can possibly have used, and it's so important. Just abusing every little thing you can. And now he's going off a full blink now, but anyways, yeah, denying his 4th base, and all I have to do is deny his bases, and I'm gonna win this game. I'm gonna starve him out of 3 bases. And now, I've noticed that my army was going some from the top and some from the bottom, so I have to regroup it so I could all go from the bottom. And now he's going to be trying to attack me again. This is all going to come down to blink micro, or you just want to constantly blink back the forward ones because they're the ones being attacked. And again, fungal growth does prevent a blink, which I think is stupid, but I'm biased with the Sportos player. But it doesn't really matter because all he has left is Ultralisks, and again, I'm going to do some more cute blink micro, and that's all I really need to do is to beat Ultralisks like this. And he does. I'm surprised at how much he's making out of 3 bases. It's actually quite a bit of units. I don't know how he's getting managing to do so much off 3 bases. But it's perfectly fine because as you can see, my minerals are really high, and I can get a max army in like 5 seconds again. And notice how my building placement is so good. Like a baneling would not be able to come here and kill my probes. And this is so important. Just making your buildings in proper position saves you so much. And now he says GG's for that game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found this video insightful. Comment and let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm going to be posting tons more videos. And all you haters, again, take that finger and just shove it up your ass because I don't give a fuck about you guys. I'm going to be analyzing more of my games. I'll probably be posting another one today. And look forward to more videos coming out. And I really don't know what else to say. I think I have said. Again, my Twitter is going to be down below. And I'll be posting VODs pretty soon, and I think that's pretty much all I have to say. And so I will see you guys in my next video, and peace motherfucking out, everyone.